What's up, world? This is Sports Talk. I'm your main host, Jay. It's my co-host.
Raider boy, man. Glad to be back, Jay.
Yes, sir, man.
It's been a while, baby.
Yes, sir. Sorry for the lack of episodes, man. You know, we just been busy with other things in life and prospering and just getting this money and just trying to motivate people all around us. But, hey, we are officially back in the house, man.
Facts. We're sure back, man. And
we're back for good, man.
It feels good, Jay.
Yes, sir, man. Let's just start it off with the NBA, man. How you feeling about this whole Morant situation, man?
You know what? He makes too much money, man, to get to be in this kind of situation, in my opinion.
Man, Morant, you know what he did, man?
I think he flashed a gun and shit on
he was in the
on
club.
social media, yeah.
Yep. After a bad loss, you know, he went out to the club with his boys and supposedly
Allegedly,
it wasn't his gun. You know, it was someone else's. He was just holding it, you know. But he was, you know, popping it off for the gram. But, hey, you know, it is what it is. He's a young buck, but he can't be doing that, man. He has a big contract with the NBA. He has a big contract with the Grizzlies. He has to keep himself in line. And you know, he's from the suburbs, man, so I don't know why he's acting hood. I don't know why he's trying to regress.
Right. He has to realize the position that he's in, man, and, you know, he can't fuck that up, basically.
I don't know why you would want to, and everyone's been saying this. I believe on Undisputed, Shannon and Sharp were talking about why is he trying to regress that mentality? You know, he's made it out. Why would he want to go back?
Right, it makes no sense. You know, you're trying to get some money and get up out the hood, and not get some money and get back in the hood.
Yeah. He also did, I believe it was a year ago, he hit a 17-year-old minor.
Sheesh.
In a pickup game. I don't know how that portrayed. I don't know what's going on there. Maybe he's just a little crazy, man. Maybe he's a little, you know, funky out in his mind. Maybe he was high. Maybe he was just mad. You know, I get it. But you can't be doing that, man.
Right. You know, hopefully he takes it as a learning curve, man. But I heard he's back on the bench.
Yep, he is.
You know what I mean? He's getting himself ready to go.
Absolutely.
So hopefully, you know, he just shakes that shit off, man, and gets back. You know, think about what counts, man, and gets himself ready and get ready for the playoffs because they're up there. I think they're number 2 in the West. So
March Madness is coming up, man.
Yes, sir.
It's about to be done with the season. But you know, Morant did apologize. He did, you know, go out of it. It was a little bit of a textbook reply. I believe his informants and his managers and everybody wrote it out for him, you know. But it is what it is, you know.
Right. I heard that. You know, he went to rehab, so it it looked good to the owners and everything. He went to rehab.
Absolutely.
And I think they only suspended him for 8 games.
8 games, absolutely.
So 8 games ain't a lot, you know. It's really not. And like I said, they're number 2, so it didn't affect the team a whole lot. You know, it wasn't that big of a distraction. At the time, it seemed like it though.
Yeah, it did.
It really did. You know, it seemed like fuck. You know, this could fuck the season up. But nah, he's back on.
And he did. I would like to touch on. He did make some remarks saying that. I believe it was about a month and a half ago. He did say he was fine in the West. You know, he said he had no competition either way. Maybe it did bite him in the ass a little bit, but hey, I mean, he's second in West. The Grizzlies are second in West.
They're second. Okay, so yeah, for sure.
They can back up their talk. They're a little bit of trash talkers, but they can back up. You know, I want to touch down on it's a little bit of a sad news, man. Willis Reed. I'm not sure if you know him, but he is a Hall of Famer.
I heard about him, yes.
Of the New York Knicks, man. You know, I want to just send my condolences to his family, to his friends.
Right.
You know, just shed a little light.
Likewise, me too. You know, rest in peace. You know,
rest in peace, man. You know, nobody wants to see that. You know, I seen your games on the Knicks, man, and you were absolutely amazing, man. Shout out to him. What is your thought about? You know, I kind of want to touch down the Memphis Grizzlies. They've been trash talking since they've been coming in to the season, man. They've been, you know, waddling all over the NBA. It's just a big mouth.
Jay, they're 2 in the West, man. They can talk their shit. You know what I mean? They're backing it up as we can see for now. But you know, you got Warriors, you got other teams that are in the come up. They got something to say about that. But you know, for now they're backing it up.
Straight,
and much respect to the Grizzlies.
Absolutely. And then you know, that's it for the NBA. But I want to touch down on the bread and butter, man. NFL.
NFL.
I want to ask you some very deep questions right here. I know you were affected by them, and I know you were calling me at 11 p.m. at night crying to me, you know. Hey, Raider boy, let's keep it real. 49ers Jimmy Garoppolo signs with the Las Vegas Raiders for a 3-year deal for $72 million. How do you feel about that, man?
Jay, I got to give it up to you, man. I don't know if you got a crystal ball under your bed, man, but you sure called it. And I didn't want to believe it. I felt like we could have went a whole different way.
I called it at the start.
I said TB, Tom Brady. I said Aaron Rodgers. And none of that shit came true. It seems like the Jets are going for Aaron Rodgers. And the Raiders, like you said, man, we got Jimmy G. I don't feel like it's a very big upgrade from Derek Carr. But, if I sit here and think about it, man, Jimmy G knows the system. That's the only upside I see from this. He knows the system. If we get somebody in the draft, a young buck, he can, he can definitely be a mentor and show him the system.
Absolutely.
But like I said, man, me as a Raider fan, I'm not a big fan of the move. And to be honest, man, I'm kind of waiting for I'm still waiting for that big free agent signing. Jimmy G, he's not it. Because I don't think, Jay, that he can go the full season, man. I really don't. I feel like it's only a matter of time till he gets hurt, and we got to move on.
I mean, absolutely, man. I think we're redacting on that. Jimmy G, man, I feel like he's a slight upgrade over Derek Carr. I don't think it's that much.
I mean, Jay, I hear what you're saying, bro, and I heard that, but in my opinion, man, I feel like the defense and the running game, the Niners running game and the defense these last couple of years have really, yes.
So you're saying without a Kittle, without a McCaffrey, without a intense run game or the intense defense, you're saying he's not gonna shine in and he's not gonna play.
I'm saying all the stars got to line up for him to shine. Like you said, the defense, the Niners defense and the running game, I felt like led them to the Super Bowl against KC, and you seen it when it came down to him and the game came down to his shoulders. You seen that he couldn't capitalize, man. He choked.
Yeah, he did have a missed ball in that Super Bowl.
And I just feel like he can get injured at any time, man. Trip over his own goddamn feet, and
saying he's fragile, right? But yes, it is true. I mean, the injuries have come. As a Niners fan, I can't deny that. He's had injury after injury, ACL, UCL. All of it, man. But, that's just one part of it. I want to talk about Aaron Rodgers, man. Aaron Rodgers, Green Bay Packer QB, supposedly in the works.
In the works with the Jets, yes.
And the Jets
I've heard,
yes. Now, how do you feel about that, man?
I mean, Jay, for your Niners, just good news, It just makes the NFC a little more easier, man. Easier path. But, I mean, he can go to the Jets. Fuck it. You know what I mean?
I thought that's where Jimmy G was going to go, to be honest.
I mean, I don't know what they're waiting for. I really don't. I thought he'd be with the Jets right now. But he's such a diva, man. And he only thinks about himself. Did you hear about the list that he gave the Jets about the players that he wants?
Yeah, I heard about that. I did hear about that.
So, whoever signs him, it comes with something.
With the problems, yeah.
Yes, sir. I
don't think he's a team player, but, he never really was. He's always wanted that big contract. He's always wanted the players surrounding him,
Yes. Rightly so, though. I mean, the man's won MVP consecutively.
Back,
so,
he's won a Super Bowl ring. Now, I think his legacy is a little bit diminished. I don't think he's won as many Super Bowls as he's needed. But at the same time, if we're being real, the Green Bay Packers never surrounded him with a good defense. They never did anything for him like that, other than maybe give him a receiver or two.
I mean, if I can go look back in the Packers history, man, since he's been quarterback, I don't feel like they've given him a
fair shot.
Too many number one receivers. I think that's been lacking for the Green Bay for a while now. Yeah. Either they get the running back or whatever. When it comes to defense, that too. Ever since Charles Woodson and what's his name, Clay Matthews, I want to say. Ever since they left, I mean, the defense hasn't really.
They're giving up too many points for him in the playoffs too. So.
And Jay, not to mention, Aaron Rodgers, he's choked, man. Against your Niners last year, he choked. He definitely choked. They were at home. They had everything to win.
You can't. But I mean.
But that Niner defense in the running game just.
You gotta put a little respect on the Niners, though, man. We're a great team. We're surrounding outside of our QB. Let's be real here. But, you know, that's spilled milk, man. Let's talk about my pot of tea right here. 49ers side. Javon Hargrave from the Eagles, man. Defensive signing. That's a big one right
Jay,
there. Jay,
it's definitely a smart, what's it called? Signing. Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
You know, it makes sense. You know, you want to straighten that defensive line.
Lost a lot, man. We lost a lot.
Yes, you did. But you know how it is. The nature of the business, you're not going to have the same team
lost
for
a lot,
2
man.
years.
Jimmy Ward went to the Texans, I believe. You know, we lost our only cornerback that was our starter. You know, Manuel Mosley. He's gone. Signed to I think it was the Jets.
Yes, I believe so.
And, you know, we're just losing our pieces right now, but I'm hoping we're signing and trading up to you know, break. But the big one I want to talk about, man, Brock Purdy versus the Trey Lance. How do you feel about that, man?
If you want my opinion, I think Purdy's done. He's done enough to win the number one
start, man.
Yes, sir. But at the same time, I mean,
we gave up so much for Lance.
Yes, sir. I feel like you got to give him the right. You know what I mean? A fair shake.
The right away, yeah.
A fair shake and let him do his thing. And if he fails, well, shit. You know what I mean?
Go to Brock Purdy.
But Brock Purdy, I mean, he's undeniable, bro. What he did is not very common. It's not very common. And do you want to pass up on that?
I don't know,
or do you want to capitalize on it now?
I want to keep Purdy. I mean, if we're talking my opinion, I would keep Purdy, but he did undergo a UCL surgery, so he will not be starting regardless. But he would have been starter if he never did get hurt.
Most definitely. You
know, I think it's an ensemble to say the last pick of the draft, the last dude, the dude that nobody thought would have happened. Jimmy G got hurt. Trey Lance got hurt. And some dude from Iowa State just came in.
They're all getting motherfucking hurt.
You know, even in the last game.
Yeah.
Two QBs went down. I was crying for days, you know. So we don't got to talk about that.
Jay, and speaking about, nobody seen that coming, man. Nobody did, you know.
Absolutely not.
A lot of people want to say, hey, if he wouldn't have got hurt, it wouldn't have been a different game. But that's water under the bridge, man.
Yeah.
You know, and I just want to say, man, a couple episodes ago, didn't I tell you, KC? Didn't I tell you, Jay?
And I did tell you, if my Niners did lose, KC would most likely prevail.
Yeah, and they sure did, man.
And I was happy.
They're a force to be reckoned with. I'll say that.
I was happy that the Eagles lost. You know, they were talking mad and shit. But hey, that's been the past. You know, let's speed it up to, you know, what you're liking, man. Boxing, the fights, man. What do you have for me?
Well, we got Plant and Benavidez fighting this weekend, man. Who do you got there, Jay? Talk to me.
I want to say Benavidez, man.
I agree, brother. I agree.
He's looking like a stone cold killer, man.
Yeah, and I think he's gonna win by knockout, Jay. Absolutely. To be honest, man, he wants to win by knockout because he wants to go after Canelo. I think he's out there to send a message.
Yeah.
Send a message to Canelo. He's been eyeing Canelo and after Canelo for a while now.
Does Canelo want that? You know, that smoke, man.
Canelo. You know, you hear Canelo on the interviews. He don't want to fight another Mexican because he wants to let them grow in the sport. But to me, that's just dodging motherfuckers. You know what I mean?
I feel like
you got to fight who's the best.
Yeah.
You got to fight whoever's next. The real champions do that. You know, they don't go out here and bullshit.
Best.
Exactly.
Just whoever's. Go for it.
Yes, sir.
And I feel like Canelo's downplaying himself. He don't want to dodge it. He wants to take
right, Jay. And I feel like if you're a real champion, you don't give a fuck who's next.
You know what I mean? Win.
Yes, sir.
He's hungry. And then he's a younger buck, man, and you just let him get that chance.
Yes.
You know, if you peel under pressure, you were never him. You know, if he just can't do it, then he can't. You know, that means he wasn't a great fighter. But if he can, if he can get a light under his ass and he can like swamp it off.
Yes, sir.
Then, you know, he's a great. But yeah, man, Benavidez, man, he's actually a stone cold killer. I want to see it, but I do believe he will win by this knockout.
Yeah, he'll beat Plant this weekend, I believe, Jay. I really do, man, because his eyes are set on something else, bigger than Plant. I think Plant's just a stepping stone, man. You know, he's good, but he's not great.
Absolutely.
You know, he's definitely elite, but he's not great. You know what I mean?
But you know, let's that was for the boxing. You know, you have any other things you want to talk about, man?
Jay, I got a email, man, and this person from Canada wanted us to. He wanted our opinion, man, on the show.
Okay.
Jay, who do you think is better? This is a debate, man. Who do you think is better, Kobe Bryant or LeBron James? He wanted us to debate that on the show.
Kobe Bryant
Today.
LeBron James.
Shout out to Cody, man, from Canada.
Shout out to Cody, man. Appreciate you, man. Kobe or LeBron?
Yeah.
Now, there's a lot of things you could talk about. You know, Kobe does have more championships, I believe.
Yes, he does.
5 rings.
Yes, he does.
But they both have such great legacies. You know.
Yes, and LeBron's not over. You know, LeBron's still going.
Playing,
but
man.
Jay, if you're asking me and what I think, man, Kobe all the way. Kobe. I mean, not a question in my mind, you know.
I did grow up watching Kobe, man.
The Black Mamba, you know, just the mentality, the killer instinct in him, just like MJ, man. You know, you never seen nothing like it. You know, and the fact this man's got 5 rings with the same team. And you know, to play for LA, it's not like playing for Cleveland or any other team, man. The expectation and the pressure to win, it's, you know.
It's there, yeah.
Yes, sir. It sure is.
Oh man, that's hurts.
But
I really
Jay,
love
what do you think though? Who
you
got?
I love Kobe. I love Brian, man. I love his mama mentality. You know, respects out to Gigi and all that, man. His wife.
Rest in peace, Kobe.
Rest in peace, man. But I'm not gonna sully your name, but I gotta say LeBron James, man.
Jay, let me know why though, Jay.
I feel like, you know, for being real, Kobe, no disrespect, I feel like he's just a watered down Michael Jordan, man. You know?
It's hard to be Michael Jordan now.
It's hard to imitate that. But he was the closest thing to Michael Jordan.
Yeah, yes, sure.
And that's why I fucking love him, man. I didn't get to see Michael Jordan when I was a kid, man. I got to see Kobe though. Right. I got to see LeBron James.
I seen Michael in the Magic.
The Magic, you know. All right.
The Wizards. My bad, the Wizards.
Yes.
Yes. So I seen the watered down.
But it wasn't the same, man.
No, it's not the same. It sure ain't.
And, you know, if I'm being real, man, it's LeBron, man. It's LeBron and Michael Jordan, bro. You know, I think their legacies are different, but the way LeBron just approaches the game and the longevity he had in the game, man, he's still playing. I think he's about to come up on his 20th season.
Yes.
After this, I think he wants to play with his son, I do believe. And after that, he will retire most likely. But, man, I just feel like LeBron is the better player, man. Now, don't question it, but that's just the opinion.
Sure, everybody's entitled to their own opinion. I disagree, but I hear you, though. I definitely hear you.
You know, I want to end off things with...
Hold on, Jay. Before we get out of here, man, there was a big soccer game this weekend. And people want me to address it, man. It was America Chivas, you know.
Oh.
2 Mexican teams, you know, from the Mexican League.
Sir.
One's from the Mexico City and one's from Guadalajara, man. Shout out to the 2 teams.
Shout out to them, man.
I told the people, man, that I'll address it on the show. That was a good game. It was 4-2. America won. The team from Mexico City. They won, man. It was a good game, but I seen it, man. And like I said, it was a good game. It was entertaining, but yeah, America was just a better team, you know. Just a better team. It was surprising because they were not at home. Chivas was at home.
What do you think makes that American team so good, man?
The fact that they can go out there and get like different players from all over the world, really, Jay. Chivas can only have Mexican players. For 100 years, that ball club, that soccer club, man, is only
been playing with the
same with only Mexican players.
Same citizens, man.
Yes. So it's a little difficult for them to get good players, because in order to play for them, you got to be Mexican. No. Your parents got to be born in Mexico, or you got to be born in Mexico, if you want me to be exact. And let's just say a team in the Mexico League wants to give Chivas a player. Well, they know Chivas' situation, so they're gonna raise the price on that player 3 times. Maybe not what the player's worth, but they know that we're desperate, so they're gonna, you know, a lot of times we're gonna buy a player. We're gonna overspend for that player, and that's what happens, you know.
And then we're stuck. So let me ask you this then. You think Chivas is I grew up watching the Chivas, man, but you think they're in a rut right now?
Jay, to be honest, man, they're doing pretty good right now. They were doing better than America before this game.
Okay.
They were, I believe, number 4, number 5 in the standings.
That's pretty
but
good.
Since they lost to America,
they brought them down a little
bit. They brought down, and America was favorite. Okay. They were favorite, even though Chivas was at home. And there's a couple more weeks to go, and let's see what happens. Right now everything's looking good. We're still in the playoffs. They're in the playoffs. I mean, when I seen the game, I was looking more into like a tie because, like I said, they're both doing good right now. But the better team prevailed, to be honest.
You think
America's offense is just
better,
top 1 or 2 in the league, man. And Chivas' defense, it's up there, but not their offense. They got a player, Alexis Vega, back, and he definitely made his presence be known. But I think since he's just getting back from injury,
he's all
he's
all there.
Yeah, he's not all there. He's not at 100, man. He's like at a 75.
Now let me bring you this question. Do you think? Because I was watching the World Cup a while back. I think the biggest problem boiled down to was, do you think Mexico has that great striker that you think can prevail it?
Not at the moment, man. They had a guy named Jimenez, Raul Jimenez, and ever since he got hurt, man, he got like a fracture in his head. Ever since he got hurt, man, he's never been the same. And ever since the World Cup, the Chivas is moving in another direction. They got a new coach.
Okay.
So it's a new era, man. New regime.
New era for it.
He's going to bring his own players and, so on and so forth. So let's see what happens. They got a game this Thursday.
Okay, let's see what happens, man. Hey, shout out to the Chivas, man, and I love y'all.
Chivas, all the way, baby. But Jay, man, before we get out of here, man, I wanted to bring up. Did you see the baseball game?
Yes, sir.
Just yesterday, Mexico versus Japan,
man.
It was real entertaining.
Japan won 6-5. It was a very close game, man.
Yes, it was, man. It was a real nail biter, man.
I love baseball, man. I'm a very baseball fan, but I know I'm Mexican heritage. I'm Hispanic, but man, Japan ball is my favorite, man. I love watching small ball like that. But the way Shohei Ohtani conducted himself at the end, man.
Yes,
and
I
preserved
seen it,
his team.
Real shark, real killer instinct.
Mexico was up, man. They were up early. They were going for it.
Yeah, to be honest, Jay, we choked, man. That's all it was. We, like you said, we was up. We had everything to win, but we just choked. You know what I mean?
I don't know, man. I just feel like Japan. I knew Shohei Ohtani was gonna come through, man, and I believe he's the LeBron James of MLB, man. He's fucking great, and I believe the Angels are wasting him. That's yet to be
seen, but yeah. The
Angels are wasting him, in my opinion. But hey, that's just my opinion. Shohei Ohtani can do it all. He can bat. He can throw. Oh my God, I love him, man. I'm a fangirl for him, man. But ultimately, he led Japan to victory. Though.
Yeah.
Mexico fans were crying. I was saying that. But, it was a great game overall. Japan 6 to Mexico 5.
Well, man, I want to end it by saying, man, Jay, we're definitely back. Sports Talks is back for the people that's out there, man, want their sports. We're definitely back every week.
Yes, sir.
I want to tell everybody to subscribe and like this channel, man. If you like the contact on this channel, subscribe to the show.
Yes, sir, man.